Hello friends, hi, welcome back. I have my hood up because that wind just really gets in my ears, you know? Anyway, we're out in the garden today and I want to show you, give you a little garden update tour as to what our garden is looking like right now. It is, what day is it? I can't even think. It's almost Mother's Day. So we're what, like first, second week of May? So let me show you what the garden looks like at this. Okay, first up we have the potato, we're calling this the potato patch, okay friends, just bear with me. We don't have all the other garden beds set up this year, so we made do with some buckets, grow bags, and some milk crates. We seen other people do that, and I was like, that's such a stinking great idea. Anyway, I just covered these like a day or two ago, yesterday I think. But anyway, I don't know if you can see the green leaves. The potatoes are coming up, so I put the next layer of dirt on, and then I also put some straw on. It just really helps stretch your soil. And then specifically for the milk crates, it actually makes it a lot easier so that the soil doesn't like come out of the holes, right? It helps kind of keep it intact, which is nice. So anyway, we have 2, 4, 6. So the 6 at the side are all, I believe, I think those are all the red potatoes. And then all the crates are all, I did the, what are they called? I want to call them blue potatoes, but I don't think that's what they're called. Maybe they're, I don't know. Blue potatoes is what's in the milk crates. So we have 2 different varieties going on. And then beside the potato patch, these got brought out from the shop. I'm actually very disappointed in these. So I'm hoping that I'm just being dramatic, to be honest. But these 10 pots here are supposed to be pawpaw trees. And I'm like, we've been trying to grow pawpaw trees for years now, and I've been struggling. So we went and we talked to somebody local who grows them, and we got some seeds from him. He said they're very slow, and he said to keep them in the shop until whatever, so we did, and we brought them out recently. I'm really hoping that these pawpaws take off. I don't need 10 of them. I only wanted like, I don't know, 4, but I mean, if 10 grow, I'll take 10, obviously. So hopefully those come up. This little bed is, I'm calling it the cabbage bed right now. So we have some cabbages. We have 4 green, 4 red. These are early variety ones. This bed is empty right now. You see little sprouts coming up, but that's actually not real stuff. I mean, it is technically. It's wheat. It's just wheat because we put straw in the bottom of the bed. When we changed out the goat bedding, we put the goat bedding in the bottom of the bed. You can see the straw up. Anyway, so some of the wheat is starting to sprout, but nothing's in this one right now. Probably about a week or 2 we'll get planted in this one. We're gonna put green beans in this one, and Andrew's gonna trellis it to make like a teepee. So this is what that's for. This bed is very slow growing. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, this bed has some sweet corn in it. So I planted it early because everyone locally to me was planting it early, and I was so shocked. So I'm like, okay, like all the farmers. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and try it. So we got sweet corn put into this one. Okay, and then this bed here was originally all garlic. And for some reason, most of the garlic over here rotted out. We had garlic periodically throughout rot out. I don't know what happened. So this is going to be a very sad year for garlic for us, but that's okay. Some garlic is better than none. So what we decided to do in all the empty spots where we had to pull out the rotted garlic is, I don't know if you can see, but we picked up some local onion sets, and I went ahead and just planted the onion sets in the spots where the garlic was. So there's 3 or 4 different varieties of onion sets we got. It was like a mixed package we got locally. Had some red onion, yellow, white, and I think a Spanish onion, I think was the other one. But yeah, so I spread those out in there so that the bed isn't wasted, essentially. We don't like to waste space, right? Right, Winston? Right, Winston? Hi, buddy. Okay. This next bed, I believe is turn up. Yeah, okay. So I totally did little popsicle sticks because I couldn't find my actual things this year. So it'll fine. It's fine. Anyway, we have little turnips coming up. We got 2 rows of turnips. They're sprouting up really, really nicely. You can tell which ones I put a couple seeds in a hole, right? And once again, we got some little wheat coming up. Anyway, so we got 2 rows of turnips in this bed, and then I also put 2 rows of spinach. I don't know if you can see that. My little spinach, guys. we like spinach in our house a lot. So I have 2 rows of that going on in here. And then in this bed we have broccoli. So I put a row of broccoli on this side of the bed, and then I put a row of broccoli on this side, so 2 rows. And then right in the middle we actually put some green onions. So yeah, that's in this bed. Our asparagus bed is like popping. We have harvested, I think, up to 6 pounds of asparagus so far. And like, as you can tell, we're still popping. We're still giving lots, okay? We still got lots going on. This one is going to seed, which I'm actually really excited about because Andrew wanted me to put more crowns in to this bed to fill in some holes. But I said, we'll just do the seeds, throw the seeds in. We've done that before at our old homestead. Great idea. So I'm going to do that once those seeds are done. Got some elderberries going on, a couple different sizes. Those are like little ones that we started. These are big ones. We're actually taking these bigger ones with us to a sale. We're going to a local event and we're going to bring a bunch of our plants that we have to sell and do that. So don't mind the mess. This is real life homesteading, okay, friends? This garden bed is our peas and carrots. So we had a family member give us this white thing. I don't even know what it was, but Andrew put it in here so it could trellis our peas. He's hoping it will do a nice job. So the peas are all looking fantastic. I am so happy. And if you've been around for a while, then you know that we have not successfully grown carrots. I have a hard time germinating carrots. Always have. I can grow them once they've like germinated, like we've been able to, but can't germinate them. This year, we tried the method where you sow them and then you water them and then you put a board, like a piece of 2x. And we did that this year and it like, look at them all. Like, they successfully germinated and they're so like, oh, I'm so excited for these. Like, you don't even understand. So, everyone keeps looking at them and they're like, you need to thin them. I will, okay? We're just gonna let them live their best lives right now, and then I'll thin them out. But this garden's looking amazing. Got some more elderberry plants going on over here. This bed is also popping. We also actually had a rodent issue in this bed that we had to deal with. Thankfully, did not wreck our plants. We caught it just in time, but we had some voles in this bed. No bueno, was not thrilled about that. But anyway, so what we have in this bed is, you can tell I planted it and not Andrew because I do not plant anything straight. Oh, so we have a row of radishes and then we plant in successions. So then this row is a week younger than this row. And then we also just planted the other day, another row, a third row. We like to succession plant. Andrew and I are big radish fans. Andrew will eat radishes like candy, so I wanted to make sure that we had a good supply of them for the season because we don't eat them out of growing season. We are very seasonal eaters for a lot of our vegetables, and radishes are obviously one of those. So I want to make sure we have a constant supply. So every week I'm going to plant a new row and just keep going. So this side of the bed, though, I did plant, as you can see, very heavily and not very straight. That's okay. I planted a row of kale. So Andrew and I really like kale as well. We are big fans of kale, spinach, arugula. We like the dark leafy greens. We love them. We're really big fans of them. We like a good salad too, don't get me wrong. Like we grow lettuce too. I don't have room to put lettuce in right now, but I will show you in a second what we did to be able to plant a little bit of lettuce. But like I said, we very seasonal with a lot of things. So a lot of these crops, like the spinach and the kale, I did not plant arugula. I'm gonna have to plant arugula. Anyway, we wanted to make sure we planted those so we could eat those while they're in season for us. We can grow lettuce all year. Or like, let me rephrase that. We can grow lettuce during a good chunk of the year. We can't grow kale here in the summertime. It will start to bolt really fast. Lettuce does better for us here in the summertime than kale does. So we just base it off of all of that fun stuff. But anyway, Andrew's probably not gonna be thrilled that I'm showing you my mess, but this is how I garden. I'm very messy. I don't know why that bin's there. A kid must have put it there because I know I did not. but it was just collecting some rainwater apparently. So let's just remove this from the area. Anyway, so back behind our garden shed, we have 2 elderberries, which this one we had to like chop because the top was really rough, and it's coming back really nice. This one is also looking really nice. Really excited. This is not edible food. These are just autumn sedum joys. Beside the garden shed, also hot mess. Just pretend it's not there, okay? We're gonna do that. I will clean it when it gets warmer out. Our rhubarb bed has been popping. We've had so many rhubarb products in our house now, and it's so good. Andrew and I are huge fans of rhubarb. I just seen a trick from an old Amish lady that I follow. She was old order Mennonite Amish, and she left that community, and she shares her tips that she learned from gardening with that, and I love it. One of them was when she takes her rhubarb, when you pull out your stalks, she puts the leaves, because you can't eat them, they're poisonous, so she puts them right back into the exact, like, to the rhubarb bed, and they act as a weed barrier, good for the soil. And she said she has done that for decades, and it's amazing. So I'm like, that's such a good idea. So it makes it look a little extra clustered, to be completely honest, but if you're seeing all my other messes, then that's not a big deal. So anyway, we have 4 rhubarb plants. They're thriving. They were one of the few plants that we did dig up from our old homestead and brought with us to our new homestead, which was amazing. And you should also split your rhubarb every like 4 years. So I didn't want to split them all this year just in case. I get very nervous. So this year I did this one. Next year I'll probably do those 2. I don't want to do like multiple. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I did this one this year, and like you can tell, but you can't. It's amazing. On this cart, we have more elderberries that we're bringing to the sale. Also have some, oh, this one's dead. That's sad. Okay. Anyway, we also have some black raspberries. They're very native to where we live. I have some of these to bring to the sale. We're bringing a couple. Remember I said I split my rhubarb. I don't have any other spots that I really want rhubarb. And plus, like, what we have growing is enough for our family. So the one I split, I put into these 2 pots. And then we're going to take this with us to sell. More mess, that's okay. This little broken box, somebody gave it to us. They had it for their balcony gardening. I planted some lettuce seeds in it, and I just seen a sprout. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Where is it? There it is. So we got, oh, there's another sprout too. So, okay, super exciting. So we do have some lettuce going on. It's Paris Island lettuce. It's like a romaine. These are also other ones from my actual other plants that I just split and decided to divide up because I'm going to bring to the plant sale. Because I just, you know, like, these are chives. Like, chives will just keep growing, and so I divide them every couple years. So that's what I did. We built a compost. It's slanted, don't mind it. It's only because the ground is, anyway. We have a compost, friends, and it's working. So exciting. Okay, so now we got to go to the other side of the house. Okay, don't mind those. The front of the house, we have my little front porch. We don't use our front porch. We use our back door as our main door. So these are seedlings that I've been hardening off. I bring in the house, bring back out. Actually, I just bought this hibiscus plant the other day. Not hibiscus. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, that's my hibiscus. Anyway, I just bought that. But everything I'm trying to harden off, I brought out here so that, you know, it can help harden off a bit. I have to divide that chive. That's been in that pot for a couple years. Need to divide that one. But anyway, so those are hardening off ones. So those ones are mostly our warmed weather crops. So let's head over here now. Okay, so our berry garden. I had to stand on this side of it because the wind's coming behind me. Our berry garden. Our strawberries, I'm not happy with. I don't know if it's the variety we bought or the stock that we bought. I'm just not happy with these. At our old homestead, our strawberries would shoot out runners like crazy. We had, like, this area would have been filled. These are second, third year plants, and, like, I don't know. I'm just not overly thrilled with them. We'll see how they do this year. I kind of want to get a couple more different varieties to throw them in there. We'll see. We had a rodent problem this year. First time ever. Our old homestead, we never had rodent problems. but like as you can tell, they were full-blown digging. So this is our blackberry patch, which as you can tell, we're missing 4 plants. Rabbits got to them this year, so this is all we have for blackberries right now. I'm not thrilled. I'm debating if we should get more. My father-in-law raises, oh my gosh. My father-in-law is all about blackberries in his backyard. He lives in the city. So I might just ask him if we can divide up some of his to take and add some into here, because I'm not happy with this. We are big. Andrew's like, blackberry is his favorite fruit, so like I'm very upset that this crop is like that. This one is our blueberry patch, which same thing. The rabbits came in, like you can see all the little holes. No matter how many times I try to deter all these pests. So I think we're gonna have to put something up around it to block them. I know that's my own fault. People do it all the time. We just never had that issue at our old homestead. And so this year we did. So lesson learned the hard way, unfortunately. So we only have a few blueberry bushes left because, you know, the rabbits. But the couple that we do have left are doing really well. Like, look at that. I mean, we got little blossoms, so they are doing well, the ones we do. But we learned that the rabbits aren't huge fans of raspberries. So our raspberries are doing stinking amazing. I'm so happy about this one. So Andrew put these wires up. He put them on the blackberries too. But that way we can, as they grow, like we can weave them in, and then that way it kind of trellises them. We're gonna see if that works this year. I'm crossing my fingers and like really hoping that that helps. Last year these were all way out of control. Like we needed a trellis. We can buy cattle panel to trellis them. That's the most popular thing to do. Cattle panel where I live is really expensive, and I just don't really want to spend that kind of money on them. I know it sounds really silly. I was waiting for that car to drive by. I know it sounds really silly. I should, you know, we should invest money into stuff like this, but it's just they're really expensive. So we had this wire stuff on hand. Andrew uses it for the fencing for the goats and stuff. So we had some on hand. We had some T-posts on hand. So we're going to try that this year, see how that works for us. So I'm hoping that that works well. So far, it's been working as we tuck them in, but we'll see during harvest season. Now the orchard is doing, our orchard is doing really well. Those blossoms on my apple tree. The peach tree already had their blossoms. It was beautiful. It was stunning. That pear tree is looking a little sad. Andrew thinks it's because it's shaded by this tree, which it could be. So I don't know. But the plum tree did really amazing for flowering. It's now done flowering. It's just everything everything flowered so nicely. So great. We planted, if you recall, last year we lost a couple trees, fruit trees, so this year I planted some more. This little guy, I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, there he is. This is an apricot tree that I started from a seed. Super excited about it. I have it protected. And then there's another apricot one in here. Same thing. I have it protected with this because it's so small. In our tree line, we decided to put an elderberry. This is a mulberry tree that we dug up from the old homestead and we brought. So mulberry, elderberry, black raspberry. Andrew took out a tree here because it was dead, so we put another black raspberry. Black raspberries will thrive here in the tree line, and that's kind of what we want. Gotta trim up the bottom of this tree, but oh, this one's gone. Somebody ate this one. That is really upsetting. That was a black raspberry that I planted. Okay, so that one's gone. Dang rabbits. And black raspberry. And there's one more. And black raspberry. So that is what our gardens are looking like right now. Our tulip garden is looking terrible. We're not even going to discuss that. Maybe I'll do a video on that a different day. Not today though, because I was very upset about that tulip garden. But anyway, friends, that is what our garden update is looking like for whatever today's date is. I don't know, the week before Mother's Day. So I'm really excited. We did plant, where am I? we did plant wildflowers again. My kids actually took the front part of the wildflower garden and they turned it into a fairy garden. So that's okay. It's so cute. And then we planted more wildflowers. And then one more thing I'll show you. This little mess of rocks. I'm so excited for it. Andrew is making me an herb spiral and I'm so excited. We eat a lot of fresh herbs, as you know. I mean, most people who cook from scratch do, but so we decided that we were gonna put one right there because it's right by like our door. So it's close to the house. We don't have to walk far if we want to grab some fresh herbs. We're really excited for that. Anyway, friends, thank you for coming along our tour. I will try to get a garden tour up every week for you to see our garden progress as we rebuild our homestead from scratch. It's so much fun. So anyway then, thanks for watching. Bye!